It is Monday, July 2nd. And I know it's Cobra month, but I did promise a G.I. Joe review. And actually, I also promised a G.I. Joe top 10 vehicles. So today, we're going to focus just on this Collectors Club exclusive that I got through a buddy of mine quite a while back. So if you are just tuning in, I'm going to give some people a chance to kind of start coming in to the live stream. I'm going to crack a bottle of some water. Oh, yeah. And yeah, we are going to take our time with this. We are going to enjoy this review. Like I said, this is a live review, which is great, so I get to interact with you guys. Hopefully I can bring up chat here. Can I bring up the chat? Chat, where are you? Let's see. Live chat. I'm gonna talk to you guys. All right, there we go. I can't see where the chat is. Not allowing me to see the chat. Nope, that's not what I want. Whoa, hello. But anyway, okay. I can't see the chat, but I will just shoot through I will go through the view. I wanted to actually talk to you guys, but I can't bring up the chat. Let me see if I can. Nope, nope, and nope. Okay. Anyway, all right. So let me move this forward a little bit as he falls over. The packaging looks really nice. I don't know if I'm so much of a fan of this. It's kind of like not real artwork. I would kind of prefer the I don't know, more cartoon-esque look over the. It looks like this was a photograph and then someone kind of inked the photograph. I don't know, not particularly a big deal, but I don't know. I just kind of prefer, I don't know, the old school look. Anyway, flipping around to the back, obviously, in the front, I want to point this out. I'll bring my pointer in here. Sorry if I'm got my hands all up in the video. But as you can see, his name is scraped off here, or marked off, and that is actually due to the Marvel copyrights of them owning the name GhostRider. But I'm going to call him GhostRider anyway, because screw you, Marvel, and screw you, Disney. You can't tell me what to do. I do what I want. Anyway, here's GhostRider in packaging. Looks really good, and blah, 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 blah. Packaging, packaging, packaging. If you guys want to pause that and read it, you can. Looks pretty good. And there is the art, more of the artwork on the back, and that's pretty much it. Now, don't worry, I'm going to show my X19 Phantom and see if he fits. Where is my Phantom, by the way? Where are you, Phantom? Come out. Come out, wherever you are. Oh, there you are, in the corner over there. Okay. Sorry, I got a tape measure. I was holding that up. All right, opening this guy up. Time to open this biatch out. Because I think I got this a few months ago, actually, through a buddy of mine. He said he did not care for the character, but he is subscribed to the Collectors Club, and I don't have the money to be joining that club, said club, and I don't really care for every character, just specific ones. But this was one of them. This was one of them. And I was really happy when this guy was actually announced. It was one of my top priorities, as I am... Sorry, I'm off camera here with blank screen, but I'm trying to get him set up for you guys. Alright, I'll just bring him out over here. There we are. Hopefully you guys can see him well. I'm fixing my lighting as we speak. And too bad he doesn't come with one holster. That is kind of lame, I'm going to be honest with you. Because I am all about figures being able to hold their weapons in a holster, at least. And oh boy, I really don't. Oh boy. Okay, anyway. There is GhostRider. And I'll bring him up. Let me get this packaging out of the way. Get out of here, packaging. Go take a hike. Okay. Here's GhostRider. I think the face sculpt looks pretty good. I believe the goggles are a separate... Yep, you can take those goggles off the top of his head right there. Where's my pointer? There we go. The face sculpt looks pretty good. Pretty happy with it. The jacket looks really nice. I like how it's got the newer G.I. Joe logo on there. It does have these straps for kind of like the, I guess, pilot straps right there. And he does have his little map on his leg, which is pretty funny. I believe the original one was on the left leg, and it was on the top of the leg, which is pretty cool. He does come with his red cloth scarf, which is pretty nice. And then if we lift this scarf up, if I can get that up, you can see the sculpt of his chest here. As I'm gonna move my camera up. Apologize. That's what happens when you go live, you know. There we go. Now you guys can see better. You can see the sculpt of his chest and everything. Everything looks pretty crisp and clean with him. The legs look good. I'm actually pleasantly surprised with this, as opposed to the General Flag, or what was that? No, not General Flag. Yeah, General Flag Jr., as I like to call him, which I might do that live review next, because I do have quite a bit to say about that figure, both good and bad. But those are the two. He pretty much comes with like this I want to say like a Glock, maybe, and then he comes with an MP5, which is halfway decent. I don't really like the plastic that they used for this MP5. It's kind of a... Oh my god, my dog just farted, which is hilarious. It's a little bit rubbery. This one is fine. His Glock his sidearm is fine, but there's nowhere to put it. He should have came with at least an ankle holster or something, or maybe like a holster on the back of his jacket would have been nice. Little added touch there. If you guys are commenting, I can't see your chat, so I apologize. So I'm just kind of going through the review in live mode, but not being able to see your chat. If I figure out how to do it, I will do it, but I don't know how to. I can't see what you're saying. Anyway, you can be like, you're an idiot, you're stupid, you're a dummy head. There's his name on his plaque, or his stand, I should say. It says Jonas GhostRider Jeffries, but obviously I explained why that's blocked out. Like I said, the sculpt on him looks pretty crisp and clean. I like the little added touch with the scarf, the red scarf around his neck. Looks pretty good. And yeah, everything looks pretty, simple. I mean, he does go for around, I want to say $50, $40 to $50. And I would assume that he's probably going to go up in price over the years because, that's how things go these days. And this is the only version of him, so, and probably the only version we'll ever get of GhostRider. But, I don't know. I did not pay $40. I did not pay $50 for this. I had a hookup, so my buddy just he's like, just pay what I paid for it, and that's pretty much what I paid. So, not too bad. I'll give you guys some close-ups here of his detail and stuff like that. Just kind of give him a 360. There's his little map. I just kind of wanted to show you the map there on his leg. And there's his tush. There's the other side of the leg, which I'm pretty sure is the same sculpt. Oops, sorry, we're getting a little fuzzy here. Focus. There we go. Same sculpt on both sides of the leg. And then up here, we've seen some of this upper torso before, I believe, with a few other figures. I'm trying to think who off the top of my head. I don't have every figure up here right now, so I want to say some of the exclusives from last year's, like Blocker or someone like that. That's what I'm guessing at, but off the top of my head, I can't think. If I had all my figures staring at me in the face, they're all the way over there, so I'm not going to get them. But there it is. I'm pretty sure you guys know the articulation at this point. I mean, I guess I could go through it with attempt to do this without screwing up my lighting and knocking everything over here. There we go. Okay, let's move this over there. The head does swivel and doesn't really pivot up and down. Doesn't kind of does the little bit of a pivot side to side. No jive turkeys. No gobbles. No jive turkeys. Arms go up about that far. Actually, this is maxed out, which is good range of motion there. And then we got a full 360 rotation right here. We do have a single bend at the elbow, which is right there. And I would be careful. I don't know. At least my figure is pretty stiff in these elbows. I'm glad I just have an elbow snap off, but there you go with that. So be forewarned about your elbows. It does have a swivel at the elbow as well. About almost a little bit less than a 90-degree bend there, but still well enough where it shouldn't be a deal breaker for you. And then we have a swivel at the wrist. And then, do we have hinge joints? I'm trying to look. Yes, we do. We have a hinge joint that goes kind of up and down. So that is stiff. So like that. And then back up. Kind of like the how the Black Series uses their articulation with some of the lightsaber. Like Obi-Wan Kenobi has one that goes up and down. None that go in and out, though. They only go up and down as far as the hinge joint goes. He does have a diaphragm joint, and he does have kind of a crunch forward. That's about as far forward as he goes. That's about as far back as he goes. So there's back, there's forward, and then he's got his T-jointed hips, which go out, forward. So good splits, as we all know with G.I. Joe. Double jointed knees, and then he's got the ankle swivel. Points the toe, not so great. Points the heel a little bit okay, but he stands just fine. No issues there with any of that. Sorry about the lighting because my hand had to reach over the camera. Anyway, but looks pretty good. And here's also a close-up of his patch, if this will focus. Focus. Come on. Focus. Come on, girl. You can do it. But there you go. There we go. Now it's focusing properly. That's pretty much the same insignia that was on the X-19 Phantom. And over here we just have the G.I. Joe logo, as I showed before. And like I said, also, you can remove these goggles if you want to. So, there we go with him. And I'll stand him without his... There we go. Let's not get him in a... There we go, that damn elbow. There we go, we'll stand him right here. And then let's see if I can accomplish getting the Phantom in here. I gotta move a whole bunch of stuff. So bear with me. This is the live review, so... Alright, here we go. Here we go. I actually think I do have the vintage GhostRider. I don't know where he is, though. He's somewhere. Where did I put him? Come out, wherever you are. Okay. Alright, so here is the... Oh, wait. Hold on. Let me get his things out here. There we go. Are you going to come out? Are you going to come out and play? There we go. And this was actually a restoration I did. This Phantom X-19. It was a pretty good restoration, I'd like to believe, as I pick up the camera here. There we go. And let me move my lighting so it's not in the shot. Sorry for the shaky cam. Like I said, this is a live review, but there is your size comparison with the Phantom X19. I think it's still a really good size, still fits very well. A really good plane if you haven't picked it up for your G.I. Joe collection. And yeah, this was a restoration. Originally, when I got this, it was pretty much just the shell. And then once I had the shell, I just kind of, all the missiles I picked up, including the guns that are hidden in here, I picked all those up. I think when I went on a couple trips to like Big Fun in Columbus, I picked some of those pieces up. When I did get this, it did actually come with the canopy, and it did slide open, but and it did come with the oh boy, now I gotta put this down. It did actually come with the canopy, and it did come with the nose, the rubber nose that tends to constantly fall off, like you just saw. The only issue with the canopy was that there was a rail that was snapped off, so I just, it actually took me quite a while to find one. The only one I could find was some guy in the Netherlands was selling it. So, and it was on the left side. So I'm guessing the left side is a little bit more rare to find than the right side on the Phantom X19s for some reason. I don't know why, but as far as when I was looking for the left rail, it was more rare to find for some reason. But let me shut up about the plane. I'll take his guns off here, and let's see if he fits. Does he fit? Does a modern Joe fit into the vintage vehicle? I'm crossing my fingers, and I hope he does. So let's just see if he does. There we go. Well, first we'll try the front. Let's see if I can move. Will you stop it? Come on, seatbelt. There we go. Alright, so let's see if he will fit. Oh, there go the goggles. That's okay. I'll just move the goggles out for now. And he does fit into the front seat, which is very nice. He does actually fit. So you can put a vintage Joe in the back if you still want to put your modern Joe in the front. So that's nice. Spectacular. And then let's try him in the back. There we go. You gotta love it when a modern Joe fits in a vintage vehicle. Oh yeah, he's fitting with style and with tons of room. Look at that. Tons of room. He's got tons of headroom. More so in the back than the front. But looks great. Cannot complain about that, not one bit. Beautiful. Really, really, really stoked about that. So there you go. The fitment is there. Get back out. And we'll get him out of here. I think what I might do is I might glue his goggles to his head. That's usually what I do with all my Pursuit of Cobra or any other type of modern figure. I usually just end up gluing the goggles to their head because I don't really use them. And actually, let's see if we can get these goggles on his... Oh, yep, you can do that. Well, hello there. Well, hello there. Your goggles are on your face, sort of. A little crooked there. There we go. That looks a little bit better. So you can accomplish that, which is cool. Cool. So maybe I won't glue them then. Now I don't want to glue them. I'll just have to be very careful not to lose them. But yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. Good articulation, as usual, with G.I. Joe. Good range of motion, obviously, with all the modern figures. And really good face sculpt. I'm really liking the face sculpt. Looks really crisp and clean. I'm liking what jacket they went with him. I feel it really fits the character nicely. I probably should have tried to grab my vintage figure so I can do a little comparison here. But I didn't have my brain screwed on properly today. So But there he is with his stand. Let me just shut that. And as you can see right here, there is the logo that's actually on his right arm. So I really like the consistency there. I think the club did a really good job with this figure. I don't really have too many complaints about it, other than the price, obviously, but that's, you know, we all know that. That's a thing. So I don't think I'm going to get anyone else really from this wave, to be honest with you. But unless, well, I kind of wanted, what was his name? Oh, boy. I can't think of his name. Guillotine. I wanted to get Guillotine, but I'm not paying $80 for that. That's just insanity. So, yeah, I guess I'll just have to create my own Guillotine using the rock body, and then I'll use some of the vintage parts. And hopefully when I go to the Columbus Toy Show, they'll have maybe a vintage Guillotine there from the, I want to say, what was it, the Plague versus G.I. Joe 6-pack, I believe it was. Which is actually a pretty good 6-pack. If you haven't checked that out, go check it out. And I think that whole 6-pack goes for like around 50 to 60 bucks now, which I think is, woo, that is pretty crazy. All right, I'm not done yet. I know I said this was going to be the GhostRider review, but there's also a couple other things I wanted to show off, some showcasing as well. So let me grab them. Oh yeah, I never showed you guys this. Oop, oh, there goes his gun. Walking downstairs. Damn it. Oh well. Alright, I will show off this next. Not really show off in the dickhead sense, but showcase this. Just to let you all know that if you are in the market for the modern version of said character, does he fit with his vehicle? I mean, that's kind of a big thing. So we'll get the Phantom X19 out of the way there. Oreo, your job is to watch the Phantom X19. All right. And then next we will bring in the Vector Jets from last year, huh? How about that? Who could be going with this? Oh, I don't know. Maybe it's Battle Force 2000 Maverick. Good name, kind of crappy design, I want to say. This is another figure that I don't even I think my friend sent me this guy. I don't think he wanted him. I necessarily didn't want him because I had, what was it? I didn't even have, I just kind of wanted the Vector originally for some other figures, but he did send me this guy. I can't remember the story behind this. This was like over a year ago now. But anyway, I got him. He's, you know, he looks okay. There's a lot of reused parts on him. It's not necessarily a who's who of action figures as far as modern ones go. That I'm not going to like shit my pants over to get. But let's see if he fits. Okay? That's the whole point of this segment here. Let's see if he fits. And this helmet is god-awful, by the way. This helmet just doesn't want to stay on his head. It falls off all the time. And now, of course, because I want to show you, it's not going to fall off. But it does jiggle around a lot. Me no like it. It's like a nitpick. But anyway, there's the face sculpt if you want to check that out. They actually did a pretty good job with the whole chest piece right here. As far as the flight suit goes, I think it looks really good. But there we go. Put his helmet on. Now let's see if he will fit into the Vector Jet. My money's on hell no. But let's pop that sucker open, and that's not going to stay open, of course. And let's see if we can get him in there. I will even bend his knees, if need be. And... no. Okay, let's try bending those knees. See if we can sandwich him in here somehow. Whoa, dropping guns all over the place. So we can bend those knees, kind of bend the feet up. Try and go in there with a little crunched. And, that's about as far down as I can get him in. I guess if this were to, wait, it was staying shut for a second. I guess if I could get this clipped in, there we go. I guess he's kind of in, but if you tap it, no, oh, okay, all right then, there we go. Thumbs up for that. Before, when I was trying it, this wouldn't even go down, and I feel like you're almost putting too much stress on these old tabs right here, so I don't know if you necessarily want to keep that shut like that for too long, because you might break the tabs on the cockpit. But let's see if he fits in the back. Hopefully he does. Oh boy. Oh, plastic. Okay. There we go. And he's going in. He's going in, George. Oh my God, this is so tight. That's what she said. All right. He's kind of in there. Let's see if he'll... Nope. We're going to have to work with this. No, God. I think he actually fits better in the cockpit than he does in the back. He's going to have scoliosis after he's done... or scoliosis after he's done getting out of this cockpit here. But, yeah, he kind of doesn't want to fit. Let me see if I can finagle him in there. Sometimes figures need finagling. It's my word, my Pee Wee Herman word of the day. Ah! There we go. Ha-ha, finagling, you dumbass. You just needed to work with him a little bit. There you go. Okay, he fits perfectly. Never mind. I retract my previous statement. He sits in there perfect. Look at that. Pretty awesome. Pretty cool. Pretty sick, bro. So, he does technically fit in this. He definitely fits in the back way better than I originally thought he was going to. Doesn't fit too well in the front. Oh, now I can see what people are typing. Wait, come back. Where did the... Oh, no. Oh, well, I saw the comment for a second. But pretty cool that he fits in there. Oh, God, old plastic again. Ugh. Okay. So he kind of fits in there. Sort of. This is actually, I think, his vintage gun. So I think they just repackaged that with a new type of plastic. And then he also comes with, does he come with the same gun as GhostRider? And let me just bring this in here because it's small. That's what she said. Get that out of here. He does come with the Glock again. Oh God, this is not focusing. There we go. So there is the Glock. And he does have a holster, which is nice, which GhostRider did not. So that would be another gripe that I had with GhostRider. No holster, where this guy does. I mean, I think I wouldn't even mind if it was just like GhostRider had one holster. That would have been nice. But no holsters? Come on, man. Come on, man. He's going to be a part of that segment on NFL Primetime. Come on, man. But there you go. There's Maverick. And then we got GhostRider in there. Two fly boys. Two fly boys up in here. As far as exclusives go, those are two. I don't think I have any more pilots up here. I think everyone else is downstairs. And I'm going on now, what, 30 minutes? Holy Toledo, I didn't realize I was going on for 30 minutes. But, yeah. So that's pretty much it. I kind of did a little review / showcase there. And this will also help you, and I wanted to do this video to help as much as possible, be as informative as possible for you all to know if a modern figure fits in a vintage vehicle, because I mean, I have so many vintage vehicles, and I would say for the most part, a high percentage of vintage vehicles fit with modern figures. Now, not every single one, but I'd say the majority of them do. With the Monster Blaster, I did that review. You can go check that out. A lot of modern Joes fit into that. You have, I think the only one that's got the littlest room, maybe the Mamba, and it's not the 2 outside pods, but it's the middle pod that's very small. But I found that if you actually buy the vintage, actually I'll just show you real quick. I will just show you, the hell with it. Come here. Where did this go from? Where did you come from? Where did you go? Okay, well, I don't know where this missile came from, but there we go. Bring in the Mamba. This was actually one of my favorite vehicles to own when I was a child. When I was a small lad, a small little ODC. Anyway, I got this. This was another restoration. It does have the propeller problem. Let me see if I can get that working here. If I can get it spinning. It has the propeller problem where if you... There we go. See, it's not... Yeah. Hold on. Yeah, the tabs on the top here... This is the problem with the Mamba. The tabs on the top right pointer here and here start to become dull over time, and they don't grab these blades like they're supposed to, so they don't spin properly. But I mean, it does its job. I mean, I could eventually replace these tabs with another one, but for now it does its job. I'm pretty happy with it, and now I'm knocking shit off. Oh, oops, whoopsie. Anyway, so what I did with this, modern Joes do fit into these pods right here. Let me back this up out of the way. Modern Joes do fit into these pods. Come on. As you can see, there is a Air Viper in there. There we go. Now you can actually see. He's taking a nap. All right, it reminds me of Aliens when they take the long the long sleeps. But anyway, they actually do have I got all original stickers for this Mamba. So unfortunately, this one Mamba had an upside down sticker, and it came like that, and I just haven't gotten around to replacing it because I do have extras. But anyway, so what I did was I put 2 modern Joes or Cobra figures, whatever, on the pods, and then I just used the vintage Decimator for... Oh no, that's not Decimator. What the hell's his name? I can't remember. Anyway. I know, I'm probably getting beaten up in the comment. Oh my god, you don't know his name? What's the matter with your life? Get it together. But he did... I did actually find him complete with his helmet, so that's pretty cool. I would actually like to find Decimator to go with my Hammerhead. Cobra Hammerhead? I want a Cobra Hammerhead. Let me know in the comments if you know that movie reference right there. But pretty cool. I'm pretty sure he does reuse some parts from GhostRider. So let's just bring this Dingleberry in here. See oh wait, I was wrong in the review. I said that the map was on his left leg, and I was wrong, so I retract my previous statement. It was on the right leg the whole time. You silly ODC. Anyway, so I used the vintage figure just in there, and he works well. I mean, he'll fit in perfectly. and you don't have to worry about getting, doing a custom of this guy or anything like that. Well, I forgot I got to bend his knee still. So even the vintage figure has issues fitting in. Don't we all growing up have issues fitting in? Anyway. Oh, God. Alright, I gotta take this off cameras. Stop being stupids. Are you gonna clip? Ace, you're going to... There we go. So, there's the Mamba, and I'm dropping bombs on you. So there's the Mamba. There is what you can do to work with even having to use a Vintage Joe if you don't want to. Just get the Vintage Joe, put him in the cockpit, the middle seat, and call it a day. I think it still works. And boy, I need to dust, don't I? Yes, I do. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Going around almost 40 minutes now with this live review. I might do some more of these live reviews with G.I. Joe. Maybe we'll do like a G.I. Joe Monday, and we'll do we'll just do like a figure review. I'll probably try not to do more of this, but this is a lot of fun to do. I'm sorry if I can't read your comments, but I will go back after this is all done and read everybody's comments. And I want to start mixing in more G.I. Joe content because I've been slacking. I know, slap the hand. I know, slap that hand. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. As far as rating GhostRider here, let me get this situation out of the way. Run out of room. Oh, shit. Okay. As far as this situation goes, as far as weapons go, I like the weapons he does come with. Unfortunately, my gripe with it is that he does not have anywhere to put the weapons unless you have them in his hand. I think he was really only necessarily I think this figure only necessarily really needed this Glock with just maybe like I said, a jacket holster or ankle holster, something like that, just to put it in there. I think that would have made things flow a little bit better as far as the figure goes. But overall, I like the figure. Do I think he's worth $50? Hell no. So I don't know if I'd pay $50 for him. I just can't see spending $50 for any 3 3/4 inch figure, unless it's, I don't know, unless you really want it. I don't know what else to tell you. But as far as my recommendation goes, anywhere from I'd say $30 range, sure, get them. But I understand the market. The market is going to be $40 to $50 for them. So I mean, if you really want them, go ahead and get them. But I like him. He's a good figure. And he's definitely better than Maverick over there. Ooh. You go to the showers, Maverick. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this live review. I'm gonna try and do, like I said, more G.I. Joe reviews. Maybe I'll do like a G.I. Joe Monday, and we'll hang out on Mondays, shoot the shit. Whether it's even doing a figure review or talking about comics or just hanging out, whatever. We'll do G.I. Joe Mondays. That's what I want to do. It's fun. I like it. I like it a lot. But that's it for me. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Give me a thumbs up. That really helps me. Also, if you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Hit the notification bell. Thank you so much. If you want to give me a thumbs down, that's great too. I can take constructive criticism, as I can't talk. But let me know how I can improve my content. That helps me out also. And you guys have been great, and I'll see you guys on the flip side.